Okay. Looking, come on. I'm just looking over here, guys. Give me a few seconds. Okay. I'm looking for myself over here. I don't know why it does this. There we go. Okay. Getting everything ready. This is going to be for Fire Earth Cusps. This is for Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and the beautiful Aries-Taurus. Okay. Getting our cards ready. Let's just get that out of the way. Get my love cards up on the table. Oh, they're over there. Okay. Okay. Looks like I got everything that I need. Grab these angel cards just in case they're needed. Okay. Getting straight in here. I'm going to do who's coming towards you, new or an ex. It's just what love is coming towards you. We'll know whether it's new or that ex that wants to come back. Best message is coming out. We'll do this one from the 18th. We'll do it to the 23rd. I think that'll be good. Or maybe the rest of the month. We'll see how it's going to work. I'll say the 23rd, but it might be the end of the month. Best messages. The wires in the way here, guys. Okay. Ooh. Looks like for a lot of you, oops, it could be a new love. Talking about this new love coming in for you. Okay, and talking about wanting to have a conversation with you, but they may be coming in needing a little bit of healing, but they definitely know their self-worth, and they definitely are going to come toward you head over heart. So the conversation is not going to be totally, you know, like from my heart space. It's going to be like, hey, how are you? Right? Getting to know you, because they're very disciplined. It could be dealing with a Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Doesn't have to be, but definitely talking about this is where I'm going to talk. I just want to get to know you, right? So I just feel like the more that they're getting to know you, the more, yeah, they see how courageous you really are. They're seeing, you know, that fiery side of you. But I do feel like, you know what? I like them because they feel empowered. I feel their power. I feel their courageousness. And so it just feels like the more they're talking to you, they can feel that passion that comes off of you. They're a very compassionate person. But like I said, they want to kind of have like a heart of stone for just a minute, right? Like I said, they're not going to come in all completely, you know, dreamy and, you know, falling all over themselves. They're going to come in very disciplined and very like, hey, how are you? Right. I do like that. This is because of the lack of commitment. So they're not really 100% looking for commitment just yet. I feel like deep down inside they want that, but they're going to show you on the outside. They're not just ready to rush into anything. So you could be definitely feeling this like, are they really here for a commitment, or are they just here to get to know me? You know, what is this going on? Right? Because there's no real flirtiness or anything. It's just kind of down to the nitty gritty about what they're doing. And this could be because they've already had deep wounds. They already came through some, maybe a divorce, or they just came out of a really terrible time. So it does feel like they had some kind of loss or betrayal. And they definitely do not want to open up like that. Maybe they had done it before, right? So they do feel a little more grounded and a little more down, like I said, like down to earth about the situation. Could be definitely dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn as well. So this is also talking about the disharmony and misalignment. So you could feel like, I'm not sure if they really want to build something or not. They're not showing me anything. And I think that that's what the thing is, right? Not showing you anything at this time because they're not showing that commitment. So it's almost like you're not sure if they really want to be a part of, are they wanting to be a part of this? Do they want to commit to me, or do they just want to go out? I kind of feel like they just want to go out and kind of know you. Let's go get some coffee, right? But we're not ready yet to go to that Italian dinner and have wine and dine just yet. It's still, you know, kind of like in the makeshift. But they do find you very attractive, that's for sure, and very courageous. I love that with the Leo strength card coming out. Yeah. Yeah, so you could feel like this has no direction. This is very unfocused. They're very unfocused to this situation. You definitely, guys, could be dealing with an air sign. I got a lot of air going on over here. And yeah, so you could feel like, I don't know, it's very unpredictable. It does feel like there's no real focus. It's kind of all over the place, right? They're kind of all over the place. It's kind of like you want to get coffee today, and then maybe they wait 2 or 3 days later, and it's like, would you like to get coffee now? So you could feel like it's almost maybe even a little bit of an impulsive thing, a different, you know, but it's not kind of like the impulsiveness that like you are dealing with. It's the, you know, it's that, it's not a good impulsiveness. It's kind of like a burnout impulsiveness. I don't know if I want this or not. It's too unpredictable. So right now you could be feeling like this is kind of all over the place. This is not leading in one direction. It's kind of leading all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. You're not sure what they're doing. But it's kind of crazy because they kind of get your attention. They are definitely getting your attention. But I don't know if that's a, you know, if you're feeling like it's going to be a little bit different for everybody unless we really see it. But it doesn't feel like it's a very good, and, you know, it's a curiosity for sure. I mean, we see the lion over here. It's kind of like, but you're catching my curiosity. Only because I want to know what the hell you're doing. So you do definitely over here have the preparation and progress to the situation. So it's like you are waiting for them to expand. You're waiting for them to do something. Hello, hello. Let me see what that says. Current filings in. Like, let me see it on my tablet. I'm sorry, I can't read it all the way from there. Excuse me. Yes. Sorry, I can't. I'm kind of blind. This thing's so small. I have my tablet on this side, so I have to read it there. But yes. So let's see what's going on here. So yes, it's almost like you're trying to wait for the expansion. You're waiting for them to see what's going on within the situation. Are they actually going to come and actually do something? Are they really going to do something? I'm not sure if they're really going to do something. So yeah, you're a little disappointed because you're expecting them to offer cups, but they're not. They're standing as the swords over here. They're standing kind of cold. Like I said, it's a head over heart. Not really wanting to show 100 their heart yet. Right. So they're pretty much in the makeshift of let's kind of get to know each other. Okay. So you're kind of waiting over here because it doesn't look like they're trying to build anything. Right. They're just kind of moving unfocused all over the place. So there is a little bit of disappointment. You expected by this time, or, you know, that they would actually offer cups by now and want to move a little, you know, a little closer. But it doesn't feel that way. It feels like they're still kind of keeping you on the sidelines. They're still kind of keeping a lot of boundaries. Like I said, you could be definitely dealing with an air sign. who's just not going to open up just yet. Kind of backtracking a little bit for you. So yeah, you feel like they're trying to kind of maybe manipulate the situation to the way they want it controlled. So this new love that you have here, it might not feel like they're really, I feel like you may be feeling they're not really in it to win it, but they know what they're doing. And this is because there was some heartache. Okay. They just dealt with some heartache. And so they're not going to put themselves right back into the same situation they were already coming out of. So yeah, you might feel like they're a little stubborn about the way that they're moving, the way they're coming towards you. Okay. I do feel like this has got you in some confusion of which way they're going to be moving. Okay. I do see that. Okay. So it even has you maybe thinking about moving on to the next, because it's so unpredictable. It's so unpredictable. You're just not sure. Should I leave this behind, release this person? Right. This new person who's coming towards me, because the way that they're moving is just not the way I want them to move. So, and this is because they have a lot of hurt and pain. So you're going to find that they're not really moving towards you the way you want them to. Okay. And if you've already, for some of you, it hasn't 100% happened yet. It's still in the makeshift. For some of you, it hasn't happened at all, which is kind of crazy, but you might be like, whoa. So you might be on the, seeing them and watching them, but just not sure, right? So it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But the King of Pentacles over here is saying, but this is a very wealthy person. They have their head in their business. Now we know why. Besides the hurt and the pain. I've got hurt and pain from the last relationship, but I'm going to worry about my money. But I also feel like a lot of you are doing the same thing. I'm going to worry about my family. I'm going to worry about my career. I'm not going to worry about what he or she is doing, because they're not really committing and they're not really showing me anything. They're in and out, in and out, in and out, right? One day it's coffee, 4 days later it's coffee, but then there's, where are you, right? You're all over the place. So it's kind of interesting. You could feel like maybe they're playing games. I don't really feel like it's so much a game as it is trust issue. It's a trust issue. Who I'm going to trust with my heart. Okay, so they don't look like they have a whole lot of trust. They can't even trust themselves. So that's very interesting. So you are showing though that, you're just kind of going after what you're going to be doing. It's kind of crazy because deep down inside, they do want to make this work, but they would have to put down their swords first and stop fighting the situation to actually want to really get to know you first. Because of the way that they're getting to know you is not from a compassionate side. There's no emotion. Literally standing on the sidelines. They're literally not offering anything, are they? If you're already in this commitment, like I said, for those of you, this is what's coming towards you. So, it's either here they come or they're already here, and this is the way it's going to, continue to keep going. Wow. Okay. Okay. So if you have any questions about that, you can go ahead and ask those yes or no questions. I will be taking yes or no questions for free. Otherwise, I do have the super chat up, and I will answer 1 to 2 questions in fuller detail. Okay, for $15. I'm doing the $15 one, because it's the same as what I offer on my my regular readings, except for those is only 1 question, $15. So I'm actually going to give you the extra question. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can hit that super chat. Okay, no questions. So, okay, moving on to the next. Thank you everyone for being here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see what's going on. Next, we're going to move into the immediate future look and see what's going on. This is where the career, finance, and anything that comes up is going to come up. Remember, this is going to be about the 18th through the 23rd, maybe through the end of the month. Time is fluid, so give or take. Text messages coming up. My nose is itching, sorry guys. And then my intuition starts really getting open. I've got to get a cough, and then my nose itches. It's like, oh gosh, here we go. The Empress, abundance, nurturing. I love it. You couldn't get any better than this, really. And plus we have Venus going in conjunction with Saturn on tomorrow, actually, but the portal is open now, which is going to bring in this finances and this love and the things that Venus wants to give. So it's a great time for manifestation. You're going to see a lot of swift changes going on around you, especially if you allow them and really, you know, plant those seeds for it. So it definitely is a time to plant those seeds. And then, of course, you'll have the 21st, which is the Sun and Pluto coming in, which is going to therefore then start allowing things to transform, feeling like you're coming out of that cocoon. But also because the Sun is going to be coming out with Venus also in conjunction, well, not in conjunction, but still sitting over there. As it's still in conjunction to Saturn, you're going to feel your energies changing a lot. Okay, so you're definitely going to feel like anything that was in confusion, anything that was hidden in the dark, that Sun is going to bring out into the light. A lot of things are going to be exposed, and your energy is going to rise, okay, for the things that you want. So having that nurturing and that abundance is very important, right? So just knowing that, you know, some of you might even find out you're pregnant, right? Or you have a friend that's pregnant, or you're going to be a grandma or an auntie, or however. So there's a lot of great things that are coming out of that situation. You might feel like your family time is, you know, doing very well if it wasn't doing very well. And this could be in the financial area. So things are making big shifts for you right now. So there's going to be a lot of personal growth though too. So if you're on that personal spiritual growth, this is also a great time to really start meditating and, you know, visualizing, doing the things that you need to do to plant those seeds for the future and doing that spiritual work. Because it definitely says you're on the right path. You are ready to rock and roll. Ooh. 2 major arcanas coming out. I mean, come on. Fire, earth signs, you got this. But I had seen this already, so this doesn't really make that big of, you know, to me, it's like, okay, you know, I seen the live, but you know what? I already seen it. I seen it when I did your chakras. So you're ready to rock and roll. If I remember so, it's set your sails, you're ready to rock. You're ready to rock that path. So it's the same. It's this movement. You're going to find all this movement. You're going to find all of these things starting to move where you want to move. Right. So yeah, that's, you know, definitely the way that that's going to go. Okay. So hold on a second. Okay. We're not here about sorcery. Okay. We're here about growth and the way we live our life on this planet. It has nothing to do with magic. Okay, so let's go. So yeah, you know, we have the Chariot coming in. So it's just saying you're on the right path and you're doing a great job. Just keep sowing those seeds for the future, you know, because this is where you're really going to gain that willpower. You're going to really gain that courage as well as you're really taking those steps. Okay. So yeah, avoiding any conflict. You know, you don't want to put yourself in any kind of conflicting matters, right? Stay away from drama as much as possible at this time, because that's just going to get you in your head. Okay. So there could be someone around you who wants to kind of agree to disagree. Maybe you need to do that. Just agree to disagree to allow it to go away. Okay, sometimes that's the best way. Sometimes it's just like, you know what, just respect the differences that we have and let it go. Okay, so definitely, yeah, because this will release any kind of toxic energy that's coming around you. You don't want to get yourself into any kind of entanglements of negative energy at this time, right? Especially when you're trying to sow seeds to do things that make you feel good. That's not going to make you feel good. So don't allow yourself to have any restrictions on where you're going, you know, no limiting beliefs, because, you know, anything in life is possible if we put out the hard work, or if we believe that we can do that. We can always, right? We can always put ourselves into a positive state and say, hey, you know what, we can do this, and this is where I'm going to go, right? As soon as you put yourself into a negative state, then we're going to be stuck and we're not going to be able to move, right? And this is pretty much saying at this time you can kind of move mountains, okay? Metaphor, of course, but you can move mountains. I mean, nobody has to be stuck, right? It's the way of thinking. It's that energy. So this is saying it's time to restore control, right? Do not allow others to bring you down, tell you you can't do this or that, right? You're in control of your own destiny. No one controls that but you, okay? So, love it. Yeah, because you have the 10 of Cups coming out, which is saying this is a glorious time to get to your horizons. It's time to jump. It's time to set sail. Same thing I said in that chakra reading. It really is. It's time for you to have that fulfillment. And I do feel like for a lot of you, there is some kind of family thing going on. There could be some, like I said, a pregnancy. You might be pregnant, or you might know someone in the family who is pregnant, or maybe even your bestie. However it is, and this is just a joyful time to celebrate, or maybe they just are getting ready to give birth, and you know it's going to, or you, or however, and this baby is coming, however it is. But this is definitely a great time for family. Venus loves family, love, right? So she's really putting out all that loving energy for sure. Okay. So there is definitely something very harmonious going on during this time period, which is going to keep you wanting to move. But it's also going to want to keep you out of these negative energies as well. Probably making you feel like, you know, I just don't want to be combative right now. So you could be blocking people, or ignoring phone calls, or just giving the cold shoulder to people maybe at work if they're feeling a little negative. It's like, I'm sorry that you feel that way, right? So, yeah, the disharmony. Detaching from things that don't give you passion. If it's not giving you passion, it's time to release that and move forward for something that does give you passion, right? So it does feel like you are definitely detaching from anything that at this time that's just seems like I don't have any passion for that. I have no interest in that, and I don't want any conflict from anybody. So that's a very good thing. So really pushing yourself to the next limit and letting everything go. Gosh, guys, you really are. You like really are setting sail over here and just moving on to better, bigger, better energy, bigger, better things for yourself. It's almost like time's up. It could be like time's up. This wasn't fixed. This didn't have a turnaround, so I'm letting it go. And then, of course, if anything new comes into my bubble at this time, I'm not interested. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Just watch overspending at this time. Make sure that you are saving more money than spending money. Okay. Because you do have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So it says there could even be someone around you that could be a little bit, a little greedy. It's coming right underneath the Devil as well. So you could see it this way. It's coming up like this. So it could even be that somebody is being a little greedy. They might be overspending where you're trying to save money. But it does say, just be careful with your finances. Make sure you're not overspending. Make sure that you are starting to save money. Okay. So that way you can build. Because this is a time to start really building for what it is you truly want. I really like that. If it's almost like it's saying, like, if it's not really 100% needed, right now is not the time to be buying whatever's not needed. Just save that for the time when, you know, everything starts coming together. Absolutely. When the new cycle comes, that's when you'll know when it's time to go get the things that you want, right? Because right now it's a time to build your wealth up. You might have someone around you who does feel like they have no direction. They are unfocused and a little burned out. Excuse me. It could also be yourself. Feeling like, you know what, I don't want to, because I'm kidding. But it feels like if that's you, you're getting out of that energy, because that's coming right on top of the Six of Swords. Coming out of that energy. Releasing that energy. Yeah, you're changing around. Yeah, that energy is going to change. It's going to have a profound change. And if you had anybody around you that was overspending money or being possessive or any of those things, you're also going to be coming clean. They're going to be coming clean about that situation. And if you know that you've been overspending a little bit, then you're going to rethink the approach, so you know where you're coming from, right? So definitely knowing that, okay, that's not going to be the place that, yeah, I don't want to be there, because that's no more depression, nightmares. No, because right now you're going to want to get out of that comfort zone. This is going to change everything around from the way that you were thinking. Yeah. Because you're going to be getting out of that anxiety and that worry, and you're going to be more focused on becoming courageous. You're going to find that there's going to be things that are coming around you that have limitless potentials, that you're going to feel like this is where we need to be. So you're definitely going to feel like this is more passion, and that I have more passion. Okay. So yeah, you're definitely going to be finding the inner joy within you, what's going on. Okay. So you're definitely going to start feeling a different kind of energy coming up, which you really want that as well. Okay. You're definitely going to see some emotional stability. Okay. And more contentment. You might even have this Taurus that's coming towards you, who could be helping you out in a situation. Yeah. We have this messenger coming that says, I'm going to help you out. Okay. That's going to help you, right? It's going to definitely help you. Could give you a new routine, just give you this wonderful ideas, things that are more stable. Could be helping you out in some money. Okay, because he's bringing the money. Okay, so he might be giving you more work if you've been looking for work. So something is going on over here where he's going to be giving you this. It's a stable gift is what it is, okay? Or a message to help you. Or 2 in 1. Because he could say, I have some work for you. Right? That would be 2 in 1. And it's very good. It's very good. He's coming in pretty slow, so I wouldn't really worry about him too much unless you already know he's already here. But the majority of you, though, it feels like this is really coming in towards the 22nd, 23rd, maybe the 24th, to where he really wants you to take this pinnacle. He wants to help you out. You know, that's interesting because it says, it's coming out here and it's literally saying, because of, I don't want you to overspend, right? Until you get more, right, stable, until you get more savings. And then all of a sudden here this comes. Interesting. Interesting. And now you have the Knight of Pentacles that says, here, let me give you more savings. Let me give you more work. Something you could build on. It could be kind of a tedious job, though. I'm going to give that to you. Because sometimes when the Knight of Pentacles comes in, it's slow and steady. So it could be a little bit of tedious work. Okay. Because it literally, the Knight of Pentacles is about that productivity to efficiency, which is the way I work, right? Because I'm a Taurus, and that's my biggest thing, is I work for productivity to efficiency equals efficiency. That's the way I work. Okay, so actually, yeah, because it keeps me responsible and keeps me on schedule. But yeah, and that's what it looks like. But it looks like it could be some kind of new routine that's coming towards you. But it might be a lot of work, right? You could say, wow, but that's a lot, but it's going to keep me stable. You know, it's going to keep me stable, and it's going to keep me working for quite a while. And it's, oh my gosh, look at that. It's a lot of good resources, a lot of good money coming in. So whatever you have coming in is definitely going to be enough to provide financially. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So don't overspend money yet, right? Because before you know it, you're going to have enough to be able to, you know, actually go out and happily buy that purse, happily buy that whatever it is that you want, right? Because it says now I can save that money and not feel like I'm overspending because, and I don't have really, you know, the resources. I don't have the money to really back that up, right? No, now it says you can happily go and buy this. Wow. And do it from a place of, I have enough. Instead of, well, I really want that, but if I do that, I could be in debt, but I really want it. No, wait, because you have two big yes cards. Then you can be the Queen of Pentacles and say, hey, guess what? I made that money. I get to go do that. Absolutely take that action. Yes. So yeah, I'm doing it with self-confidence. And I love this because this says I'm using all the tools within myself. And she says, yeah, because you have all the resources within yourself. Whoa. Right? Because, and not only that, you're getting all the resources. And then you get to get more resources. Wow. And now you get to take action on those resources. Like I said, now you can go buy that purse. You can go buy those shoes. Go buy that jacket, whatever it is, without feeling guilty of, you know, buying it because I really, really want it, but I don't really have the money for it. Now you can say, I have the money for it and I'm ready to rock. Yeah. And that always makes us feel really good because you worked hard for it. Right? But it's okay. And you kept a lot of willpower from not going and doing so. And then all of a sudden it's almost like, boom, here it comes. Now I can do it. Absolutely using your intuition to do so. And intuitively, you know, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm so glad that I waited. You know, it's kind of crazy because for someone, as soon as you get this, it might go on sale. You say, wow, now I have actually the money and it's on sale. That's kind of crazy. At a cheaper price. Yeah, you save money too by waiting. Now you feel whole, following your heart. So there's, you know, there's a lot of great things going on over here. You might even have this Prince Charming coming in who wants to give their heart to you. Just be careful. They may have gotten out of some kind of, hi, hello, TM. They may have gotten out of some kind of bankruptcy. They may be getting out of financial loss. But it's also showing that you are kind of getting out of financial loss as well as you're following your heart, because now all of a sudden you have all this money coming in. Wow. So it's kind of like now I'm fleeting away from the loss and gaining all of this new. Wow. So you're gaining all these new resources. You're gaining all this new wealth where you felt like you were penny pinching before. But like I say, you don't need to feel that way. You're not going to feel that way anymore at the end of the month. You definitely have this offer coming in. Wow. But I feel like with the Knight of Cups, it's actually kind of yourself because you're following your own heart. And this is like, because I waited before buying this piece, that now I'm really doing good. That's definitely going to make you feel like you're on fire. Like, that's it. I mean, your fire site is going to go crazy. I hope you're doing good, TM. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh, absolutely, because now you have a new cycle coming in. So now, whoa, this has changed the whole dynamics. Definitely have your energy, because now you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, now I'm approaching this new cycle. I feel lighter. I feel more spontaneous. I feel like this new beginning is coming. I feel like, you know, there's more possibilities. I don't know. This is going to change everything. Everything. That whole, just, you know what, just having this one Knight of Pentacles come in is going to just absolutely change everything. I mean, because your energy over here was already, I'm not taking this, and I'm changing for the best because I know something good is coming. But then when the good does come, it's almost like you quantum jump, like you quantum leap into this new understanding and this like new you and what's possible. And having the sun at your back, you're just going to feel like everything has changed, which is good. I mean, that's great. Things like this happen to us in life. It's just all about seeing it and perceiving it, right? We always have changes, but it's like really perceiving it. And a lot of times we don't perceive it. We just wake up and we're just like, today I feel great. I trust in the life, you know, and my life is going wonderful. And we don't really see it though, until of course we look back, you know, be like, well, there was this time I made a lot of money and I was really happy, and then everything fell apart, right? So we do notice it when it's behind us. But I actually feel like you're going to kind of notice the shift and you're going to run with it with blind faith for sure. But it's a good blind faith, not the negative one. It's the good one because it's the trusting one. It's not the one where the blind is leading the blind. This is the good one. This is the one where it's saying, I don't know how things are going to go, but I definitely trust in it. Like trusting in Santa Claus, right? When you're a kid, it's like, I don't see Santa, but I know he's there, right? So it's kind of like that. And I do like that though, because it keeps it very optimistic. It keeps it keeps your eyes on the road, but it keeps your dreams alive, but it keeps your feet also planted on the ground. So that way you know where you're going. So it's not just like you're, just going to literally jump off the mountain and be like, geez, I hope I fly. No, it's not going to be like that. You're going to carefully get yourself off that mountain, but you're going to it's almost like you're floating down. It's like the moment, he's got his arms out. He's like floating down to the ground, right? Because he knows there's a mattress there and he knows he's safe. And that's because he's put all the worries behind him and he's like, I got this. So you guys totally got this. That's totally you. I mean, you're definitely going to do that. It's a beautiful Sagittarius card, so there's that fire within you. But I already said that fire in you is rising. It's that fire is going to take over for your passionate new dreams with all that courage. I really, really like that. But you're going to keep yourself very grounded with that earth. And, that's that right there. Like I said it before, if you want, for me personally, if I was going to be any cusp sign, I would want to be, fire earth. I think I said that in the chakra reading itself. And that's because you have the passion, you've got, you got that fire. And then of course you got that earth and that grounding to keep you motivated to keep going when you feel you have no motivation, right? I mean, I'm Taurus, Taurus Leo rising, so I really feel that for you guys. I just don't get the impact the way you guys get the impact, right? It's a little bit different, but absolutely, absolutely. Burning desire, but keeping yourself stable on the ground. Now, you might have this person who wants to come and reconcile with you at this time because now they see you doing good. Why is it? Oh, now that I'm doing good, you want to come. You want to come see what I'm doing. So there is that, you know, definitely, yeah. They feel it's like a little unfair that you're getting all this money. They're a little unfair that you're getting all your wishes to come true. Yeah, it's keeping them stuck in their mind. Ooh. You know, it almost feels like this could be some kind of karmic debt coming back around on them. You guys are dealing with someone who kept you in your mind, who kept you feeling down and out. Now all of a sudden they feel like they're, you know, you're doing good and they're like, what are you doing? Wait, this is unfair. And you're like, wait, no, it's not unfair. You've kept me in my head for a long time. I've just barely I just dug out of that grave and planted all my seeds to become who I am today. So you definitely might have someone coming around who might feel a little jealous about your wealth coming in, about, you know, your new upcomings, which is, it's sad that people do that. Of course, that's not going to be for everybody, but I do see that coming. Okay. But it says, this is just because I am sitting in my blessings. I've got, you know, this is my time to shine. You're definitely going to feel the pleasure and the happiness. Definitely that warmth. And like I said, some of you might be having a new baby or finding out you're pregnant or a family member. And that could be, you know, just the greatest time right now to really feel, you know, like it's family time and it's just success. It's just overall success. Right. And I really do feel like this is really going to take place, though, really around that Sun conjuncting Pluto on the 21st. That's really what's going to set the tone for this miraculous, you know, this definite miraculous encounter that you have here. It really is an encounter with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This person comes to you and says, hey, and it's just shifting everything. And you have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck coming in for the beginning of February. So, you know, watch for your peace of mind and just feeling that peace and that comfort, right? No matter how it is, feeling like you're really working and having a lot of teamwork around you, even if it's just yourself, right? Even if it's just the powerful three within me, mind, body, and soul, you know what? That's good. That's good because that's where we should be. We don't always have to, rely on everybody else to make us happy. We have our own party inside, right? Our own spirit team. We have our own team, right? I don't need you all the time. But definitely seeing the Wheel of Fortune guys coming towards you. So this is just, like I said, this is a miraculous energy coming for you as your cycles are really changing, and some very unpredictable ups and downs coming through the next couple of weeks for sure. Okay, so just a beautiful reading, beautiful. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask the questions, and then I'm going to get ready to start the next reading at 11 o'clock in a few minutes, doing the water signs. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead. You can ask those yes or no questions for free. Otherwise, I do have a super chat down there to ask bigger questions. No big personal readings. You can go to my channel to find the information for those. They're under every video for all the information. Just waiting in case anybody has any questions. Yes or no. Well, I am going to grab a card here, though, a couple of little cards, because I do want to see something for you, fire earth signs, when it comes to these portals opening around you. Since we are in a time of a lot of portals, two very big ones as we speak, they are open. Dancing with stones, movement, teamwork, and partnership. That really is relying on that. This is really about the Venus in conjunction of Saturn, really bringing in the teamwork and the partnerships for that movement. So you might even find that a lot of people do want to collab with you. Okay. On any kind of things. We have the solar light upgrade. We do have the solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower going on. And that's talking once again about, you know, really getting down to your intentions and really wanting to light that fire within yourself for what it is you truly want and truly desire. So I really like that. And having the teamwork coming in this partnership, whether it's love, business, whatever it is, it's like this is where the big final movements, you know, are really coming together, and the cosmos is really working with you guys on that. I am presence, light body activation, accessing, the divine within. So this is saying if you're accessing the divine within, you're really going to shine. You're really going to find this is happening. Right. And this is going to, so make sure that you are staying in the present. Okay. And make sure when you are manifesting that you're always in the present. Okay. Because you can't manifest from the past and you can't manifest from the future. You can only manifest from the now to make for the future. So make sure that you are making it from the present now, and seeing it as it is happening now. Okay, so when you are manifesting anything that you want for the future, see it as having it now, because the mind doesn't know any difference. It only knows the now. Okay, so really there's definitely a light activation going on over here, and we just seen that within that reading for sure, about how you're really doing so. And watch your third eye activation. There's going to be a lot of inner visions and a lot of clear seeing, but that's also going to be that sun coming out in Pluto, which is going to allow you to see more clearly, opening up that clear vision. Anything that felt like it was hidden from you will now be clear. The sun is up, right? So you do have the Temple of Truth, throat chakra. It is now time to use that self-expression, use your creativity, and make sure that you are, you know, really speaking your truth. Okay. It's all about, you know, getting down to the nitty-gritty of what you want right now. Okay. And also remember, always trust in the universe and trust within what it is you want. It doesn't matter how it comes. We don't say, hey, this has to be this way, or when is it coming? We just trust that it's going to happen. I always say we trust that it's always going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, then you know what? God's rejection is the protection. So that's the way I always see it. So, but it is time to plant those seeds. Okay. So just waiting for any questions. Otherwise, we are done with this reading. I need to get to the other reading here pretty quick. And, thank you all for joining in this session, and we will have another session coming up pretty soon. Okay. Okay, guys. It looks like there's no more questions. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. I am TM. I am going to water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If you want to join, anybody wants to join over there for the water signs, that is fine. Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.